Most realistic online racing
it's time to
sim
saddle
ever
up
made.
Mount Gambier, because here
This
we
is
go.
iRacing.
Firing back upstairs. Oh,
Detailed
McFadden on the back
laser scan
wheels.
Slingshots out of
Fully
two-wheel to
dynamic,
wheel. He's on the
real
outside of
world cars.
J-Mac.
Here
And over
comes
50
TVG.
series.
Slide job on pit inside.
Six
And also Michael
online
Coe
World Championships
in the 51
offering over
inside. He goes on Stansfield.
$100,000 in annual prizes.
So it's all rocking and rolling through turn
This is
4.
the
Nicola
original
leads where
Eastbourne
Alex...
racing game.
Come on, turn number 2. Jenny
This
right now.
is
Six on the
iRacing.
right side of nearly into turn 3. Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight is the final race of the 2019 season for the World of Thunder iRacing League. It is now time to turn our attention to the 410 winged sprint cars. Yes, all roads lead to the dirt track at Charlotte, and that's exactly where we are here for the final race of 2019. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined by one of the voices and the faces you see on Checkers and Wreckers podcast on a Sunday morning, Tommy Boy himself. Tommy, welcome back to the dirt track at Charlotte. Tell you what, the Checkers and Wreckers jet plane is pretty comfortable.
It's not too bad, is it? That's all on Howdy. He bought that one for us. That's all him. So we got him to thank on that. So thank you, Howdy, for buying that jet and letting me use it, and then Brett taking it there and made it all friendly for you and everything.
Yeah, Brett's right. I mean, that's right. Thank you very much for that one. As we get set for qualifying, we'll take a look at the top 20 qualifiers on the left-hand side of your screen. Down the bottom left, well, that'll be the driver that we are currently watching on screen at the moment. And again, it's coming down to Hayden Cardwell v. Alex Bergeron. In the championship battle, Hayden Cardwell holds a 33-point advantage over Alex Bergeron. Who will get the better of those two drivers? Well, let's find out. We've got 4 iRacing world champions in the field here tonight. And of course, those drivers, Tim Ryan, Alex Bergeron, Blake Majulis, and David Heilemann. As we continue to watch some of these drivers circle around the dirt track at Charlotte, Marty Buds has gone quick time, and we'll try and keep an eye on some of the other drivers. Harry Stewart, the United Esports Hybrid Racing Ultimate Dirt TV car number 11. Quick time for Harry Stewart with a 14.008.
Yeah, and I was watching Harry Stewart, what was that, Saturday morning there, yep. And boy, he's quick. He had the midgets. He was fast times on 2 wheels. So everybody else is using 4. Harry's using 2, and he's doing it faster. So I thought that was pretty impressive there. And I don't know how you classify them, whether it's winning a world champion or what. But you left out, I see somebody classified here. We've got Vinny Sansoni and Austin.
I was more talking about the world champions, not the pro drivers. The world champions,
Well,
the
those
ones
are WC on their license. Are we talking about something?
Well, hang on. Okay, so the WC, they're the world championship drivers, but they're only drivers. The drivers that I mentioned are drivers that won the points championship at the end of the season.
I got you. 10-4. I just wanted to clear that up there because I see these world champion status license drivers here. So don't want to shun them because it takes a lot to get out of there. Trust me, I know I'm still in the D class, so you can find me there if you'd like to race me over on the D class. I am.
We also know what the D class stands for as well.
Chet
Sainsbury.
What's it stand for?
I don't know.
Don't know how to race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Chad Sainsbury, the number 96 machine, 53rd quick. And how about this, 56? We've got another full lobby, nearly 60 cars signing in here tonight as Tim Ryan, the first ever iRacing World of Outlaws 410 Sprint Car champion, coming onto the racetrack. And, well, it looks like he's done as he's, I think he's had a bit of a poop stain.
Yeah, and I hate to say this, but you look at 17th fastest there, and I don't know if it was just a little accident there during qualifying, or if Hayden just trying to get comfortable in a new setup or something like that, because it is not an open or fixed setup race. It is an open setup race, so the setups do play a factor into this.
Certainly does. 5 heat races again for the third time tonight. This is the final race of the season and one of our final broadcasts. I believe we've got 3 that I can count with VLR left in the series on Tuesday nights, and that is pretty much going to do it for us for the rest of the season, unless we get something in that someone wants broadcasted. You know where to come to get the greatest show on dirt. And let's take a look at your ultimate dirt to be starting grid for heat race number 1. Starting on pole, hey Patricia, welcome in. Starting on pole for Slick Sim Spawns, Dylan Hauser. On his outside, Tyler Deschamps will start position number 2. Position number 3 will be Sean Timmerman. Out of position number 4, Vinny Sansoni. Position number 5, it's going to be Clay Devon and James Grace will start position number 6. Patrick Solari will start position 7th. Brett Laidhoff will start position number 8. Jordan Casey out of position number 9. Jim Emery out of position 10. Ashton Vrigel out of position 11. Tommy Moreau out of position 12 with Jed Barton scheduled to line up at a position at number 13. Tommy Boy, 10 laps on the board with our top 3 going through, and our winner, our winner going into the redraw.
Got that right, and I'm going to say the redraw goes to Vinny Sansoni. I think he's going to take this one. What do you think?
I'm thinking Dylan Hauser. He's been just phenomenal as of late. He's really stepped up his game when it comes to the sprint car side of things. Of course, you know, that all comes back to his teammates, you know, Joel Berkeley and some of those other guys, Josh Harm, that, you know, really put in the effort. David Heileman as well. So, you know, it's nice to see that. I'm not going to lie, Hauser was probably, you know, a top 10 driver when it comes to sprint car, but over the past couple of months, he's really stepped up his A game in these 410 sprint cars.
Yeah, and that's these 410s are the hardest ones to get a handle on, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me on that one, unless you're a fast driver yourself. Then you probably think the 305s are no fun, and they're a little difficult themselves. But to each their own. These guys are going to be masters at throwing this around. If you're here for a fun, exciting, a good old-fashioned dirt race, then you came to the right place. Ultimate Dirt TV is the place to go for that. They got it all here, so keep an eye on it, because they are on the loud pedal now.
Heat race number 1, the World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com 410 Wings Sprint Cars finale, as Dylan Hauser will lead down the back straightaway for the first time. Tyler Deschamps rides in the 2nd position. 3rd place, you go back to Vinny Sansoni, but he has got pressure from Sean Timmerman on the outside. Timmerman just got some sort of connection issues there, keeps blinking in and out. Makes it a little bit hard for the likes of Vinny Sansone to make that pass and try to judge where that number 24 machine is going to be. But Timmerman holds on to position 3. And we're seeing the likes of running the top side of the racetrack like Dylan Hauser, Tyler Ducharme. They run 1 and 2 at the moment, but Dylan Hauser, geez, he looks smooth as the baby's bottom.
You're going to try and say smooth as silk there, but it's like that bologna sandwich or Vegemite, whatever you're eating. Anytime I'm on the air with you, I get hungry because I hear you're snacking on something there, and it just you make food just sound so good.
That's because I'm fat and I just love to eat. Fat cripple.
Both there.
Oh, now you're laughing at a fat cripple, eh? Wow.
Well, hey, we're fat together, so I'm allowed to do that. So yeah, if you look back at Timmerman, this is if I was Vinny Sansone, that's really tough to handle. I mean,
you say wheelie or really?
It's it's really.
Oh, really? I thought you said wheelie. So, now you're gonna make fun of another cripple joke, right?
Hey, I wasn't the only one. It looked like we had a few taking their shots there with me on the last broadcast there. But needless to say, like I said, Timmerman, like you said, those connection issues, even as a viewer, it makes it hard to watch that. And I can't imagine being Vinny Sansone trying everything you can to get around that car so he doesn't end up blinking right in front of you and causing you the night.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, you don't want to get into the guy, but you don't want to ruin your own race as well. And this is for a transfer spot. It's a spot to make it into tonight's main event. And I tell you what, Tyler Ducharme, he's got all the pressure in the world right now. There goes Timmerman down to the inside with a slide job. Hauser getting to lap traffic. 1 lap left to run here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Heat number 1. Ducharme will slide up in front of Timmerman. Timmerman will drive around the outside, down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Dylan Hauser victorious. Second is going to be Tyler Ducharme, just at the line ahead of Sean Timmerman. There was nothing in it between the pair. Less than a tenth. Vinny Sansone 4th. James Grace, Jordan Casey, Jim Emery, Brett Laidhoff, Patrick Solari, Tommy Moreau, Clay Devon, Jed Barton, and whoever was in 13th. Didn't even grid, but heat race number 1 is complete. Heat number 2. Let's take a look. It's your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Mr. Damian Butler says people are always taking shots at you, Brett. See, it's not that I'm taking shots at him, but I'll say, like, let's roll. And I just mean, like, let's go. And he's like, what? You gotta make fun of a cripple? So.
Butt lover. Teammate of mine. So, butt lover.
Oh, okay.
So
he knows you.
Look, this is an A and B conversation between me and Tommy. So see yourself out of it, please.
It's a hamburger hot dog conversation, nachos.
I like that one.
Starting on your pole, number 49, got David Heilman. Starting number 2, second in the 11, Harry Stewart. Starting third in the number 14, Downtown, J.D. Brown. Next to him, starting in 4th, the number 12 of Hayden Cardwell. Starting in 5th, the number 1 of Mason Hannigan. And in 6th, number 4, Tristan Carman. Starting 7th in the 21 machine, Shea Palo. And in 8th, next to him, in the 15th, Carter Chevalier. 9th, the number 3 of Dylan D. Thomas. And in 10th, 26, Devin Thompson. Starting 11th, the 72 of Ludovic Usen. Are the other 2 in it, or did they not make it, correct?
No. They didn't agree. Or they might just... server was full.
So what are you eating right now? Is it wings? Is it...
I'm eating Smith's thinly cut sour cream and onion potato chips.
For a guy eating potato chips, you don't make a noise. You are a skilled eater, sir.
You got to do what you got to do. All right. Very experienced. Right. Very experienced eater.
There you go.
I love food.
Like crumbs all over that place.
Can't tell you how many times the missus has got to come in and vacuum my room.
So if you hear that during the broadcast, it's the vacuum running there, buddy.
Well, she knows not to. She knows not to come in when I'm broadcasting. I can talk smack about it because she's not here at the moment. She's out at the shops doing what she does best. Love you, babe.
And boom, they're green. They're on the loud pedal. We got some action here. David Heilman takes that high side and keeps that first place position. Next to him, we got Hayden Cardwell and J.D. Brown making their runs up to that top spot. So Like to see how these guys run. J.D. Brown gets a little bump by Harry Stewart there. He kind of jumbles up the entire field there for a second.
Yeah, little contact from Stewart. Just got into the tail tank and the rear crash bar. Number 14 and J.D. Brown now. Mason Hannigan, the little hurricane, up into position number 3. As here comes Shea Paulo to the inside. Into turn number 3 and 4, Dylan Thomas trying to run the slider line. And there's about 4 or 5 cars, Tommy, that are very close to one another. And again, whoever out of this 5-6 car pack, whoever finishes up near the front, well, they're going to get a transfer spot in tonight's A-Main.
Got that right, and it looks like Mason Hannigan and Shea Paulo, those are the two that are really going to put it out there after JD was kind of moved to the back there. But I really like that paint scheme that Shea Paulo has on. These little interesting colors that we don't normally see, as long as I'm seeing the right car, that is. So I always like to give a little tip of the hat to the painters out there doing a good little scheme for the guys.
Like the blue and pink car?
It is, yes. So I'm seeing the same thing. Very unique. Something you don't see every day there. Not the you don't have to worry about the green police coming in yet, Chet.
It's simple. Just don't run green, and we won't have a problem.
There you go. David Heilman has a nice little lead over Hayden Cardwell here. We got 2 laps left. It looks like Mason Hannigan kind of riding that upper wall there, kind of leaving the door open for Shea Paulo. Let's see if Shea Paulo can actually make some moves here and get the speed that he needs to get around Mason Hannigan on this last couple laps.
Yeah, lap and a half to go. We come back up to your race leader David Heilman in car number 49. Runs the top through 1 and 2. There is Hayden Cardwell running in second. Shea Paulo in third, but Mason Hannigan, they're running the top side through 1 and 2. This is going to be close as they come out of turn number 4. There's Heilman, your race winner. Second going to go to Hayden Cardwell. Third at the line. Oh, Paulo. No, it's going to be Hannigan. J.D. Brown, Shea Paulo, Dylan Thomas, Chevalier, Stewart, Boosen, Tristan Carmen will round out the top 10. Yeah,
AD has one more lap there. I think he finds himself in a transfer position, bringing it back up through the field after getting bumped out there.
Yes, he done very well to recover that number 14 machine, but man, what a heat race this is going to be. Heat race number 3. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Starting on your pole, number 57, Alex Bergeron. Starting second in the number 22, Shyler Brown. In third place position, the 331 of Dustin Hall. Starting fourth next to him in the 127, we got Blake Majulis. Starting fifth in the 97, Jarrett Bouillard. And in sixth, the 54 of Mitch Stiles. Starting seventh, the 46 of Amy Smith. And in 845 of Tyler Chalk. Starting ninth, the 42 of Eric Scalf. Next to him in 10th, the 62 of Austin Schimmelman. And in 11th, the 96, the Chad Sainsbury. And in 12th, the 98 of Tim Ryan.
2 current world champions, 1 former world champion. This is a bit of a stacked heat race, I'm not going to lie.
Slightly, it is. Yes, it is. And then, like I said, we've even got 2 other guys that are licensed world champions. So this is going to be a fun one to watch here. I don't think they're going to hold back at all. Like I said on the last broadcast, it is championship night. So these guys are going to do whatever it takes to get that position, that one last position, that one last term, whatever it is that they weren't able to get throughout the season, or just wanting to finish the season off on a high note tonight. So they're going to do whatever it takes to get that spot. So look out here. It's going to be an exciting one.
All right, heat race number 3 here at the Dirt Track in Charlotte for the World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com 410 winged sprint cars. We are set for 10 laps on the board. Your winner will go through to the redraw. Second and third, they will go through to the main event. And what kind of car are you seeing Bergeron in?
What was that about Bergeron? What kind of place is Bergeron?
Car.
Showing him in a white and a blue and black.
Trading paints is screwed up.
Is that not what you're seeing?
No.
I don't know if that's on my end. If I need to do something there, I'm
I'll
still.
get it fixed. I'll get it fixed. Anyhow, Bergeron, your race leader. Skylar Brown in second. Blake Majulis in third. Keep an eye on Tim Ryan, who's trying to come through the field right now. He's in position 9. This is the first ever iRacing World of Outlaws 410 champion, and he has not had a happy night or happy start to the night. He just gets into the back of the 44 of Tyler Chalk there into turn number 3. But Tim Ryan trying to get through this field and try and get as farther up as he can right now. Blake Majulis in third spot. Got pressure here from Jarrett Bolliard in the number 97 machine as Majulis runs the outside, and boy, they've got a knack for running the cushion, some of these drivers at Bergeron. We're going to go on board here and take a look at Bergeron ripping the cushion.
I always like to watch the onboard versions here. That way I get an idea of what they're doing inside the car there as well as a driver myself. Try to get a little tips there at least.
You can just see how different it is right now. As there's probably a front on right just on the top of the chassis there, around the head, and just watching Alex Bergeron just get around the dirt track at Charlotte here for heat race number 3. We'll have 3 to go. This time by, we'll take a look at Blake Majulis, who's managed to hold off Jarrett Bolliard. Tim Ryan has passed a few more cars. He's made his way up to position number 5. One of those cars being Austin Simmelman, Smith, and Dustin Hall.
Yeah, and if you watch the tire here of Bergeron when he's running, you can see how much that's moving in the turns, and that's all going back to the steering wheel. So that is not the easiest thing to control there. So these guys really have a lot of talent here as they're slinging it with 1.5 to go.
Bergeron gets the white flag this time by, down into 1 and 2, stays on the bottom side. I mean, running the bottom side is just a finer ride to even run on the top side. Now we've got Bergeron's colours fixed up. There we go. Checkered flag is out. Bergeron with the win. Second, going to go to Skylar Brown. Third is going to be Blake Majulis. Those 3 drivers will lock themselves into the show tonight. Jarrett Bolliard, Tim Ryan go through to the B mains along with Tim Ryan, Austin Simmelman, Dustin Hall, Smith, Chalk, and Styles Scout. And Sainsbury, the final 2 cars in heat number 3. Heat number 4, let's take a look at your ultimate Dirt to E starting grid.
Starting on the pole in that 00 machine, you got Kendall Tucker. Next to him, you got the number 47 of Dylan Wilson. And in third, the number 40 of Logan Ramsey. Starting fourth in the number 2 machine of Alex McCullum. Starting fifth in the 71, Cole Cabray. Starting sixth, Kyle Schultz. Not sure if he's going to show up. Starting seventh, we got the 43 of Trey Schmidt. In eighth, the 19 of Jared Weinholt. In ninth, the number 33 of George Wood. Starting 10th in the 115, Tanner Folds. Starting 11th in the 013, Brett Osborne.
Holy Schmidt, what am I going to say?
Did you see Harry's comment there?
Yeah, I think he didn't hit with the pace car.
Have you seen the movie Days of Thunder?
I'm probably going to get roasted
It's
for
an
this.
old
but yeah,
stock car.
Yeah, no, I haven't. And look, I don't see a lot of movies, actually.
So he comes on the radio, the guy's crew chief. He says, hit the pace car. The guy on the radio says, what? He says, hit the pace car. You've hit everything else on this track, so hit the pace car.
Well, Harry Stewart, hit the pace car. You hit everything else but the pace car.
He's looking for that UDTV Pro Light 2 pace truck.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. He was going to whale it.
Well, I mean, Harry's used to running second, so I don't know what happened to him tonight.
Well, if he's used to those midgets, I'm sure those midgets are nothing like these 410s. I'm sure it's a completely
Leave Rico
different
alone. Leave Rico alone. Don't worry about Brittany. Just leave Rico alone. Green flag is out. We're underway into turn number 1 and 2. It is Kendall Tucker to lead about 10 cars through turn number 1 and 2. Second is Dylan Wilson. Logan Rumsey third. He holds on to the third and final transfer spot. Then we go back to Cole Cabray working the outside. And Cole Cabray moves up into position number 4. Down into 1 and 2. Schmidt trying to run through the middle on the inside of Logan Rumsey. They race side by side. Alex McCullum doing a nice job as well. He's just running the bottom side, just hanging in there and doing what he did in the UMP Modifieds, Tommy.
Yep, and I'm going to ask a question here. If you go over to Trey Schmidt, what color is his number there?
Nope,
Is that approved?
Yes, it is approved. You leave Trey Schmidt alone.
No, I was just making sure we were the green police.
Yep.
We're keeping everybody.
No.
regular.
Not we. Me. I'm the green police. Okay. Trey Schmidt has had that. Trey Schmidt has had that approved. I give it the stamp of approval.
You got that. Kendall Tucker is taking a nice little lead here, and Alex McCollum looks to be the only one remotely close there. And then we got a good little group of 4 guys that are kind of battling out there. Probably going to fall back due to a little racing here. I say that, and then they all kind of speed up. That's what gets me with these UMPs and these sprints. And like I said, it looks like there's half a turn, but they catch up so fast. There's so much power in these cars, it's unreal.
Yep. Oh,
Ooh,
McCullum. He got it. He didn't miss it, that's for sure. He loses 1, 2, almost 4 spots. He could have lost 4, but there was contact between, I believe it was Rumsey and Schmidt, but McCullum only going to lose 2 spots. There he goes, Wilson through the middle of turn number 1 and 2, trying to get by Cole Cabray. Kendall Tucker leads with a couple of laps left to run.
Yep, absolutely. And Kendall Tucker seems to have a nice lead now after that little bumping and grinding going on back there between 2nd through 4th. But needless to say, that 2nd through 4th battle is a fun one to watch here. It looks like Dylan Wilson is trying a few different lines to try to find that speed and get around Cole Cabray. And then if you look at the bottom there, I believe we got Jason Weinholt trying to pull up through the bottom there with 1 lap left here, Brett.
I think Windholz was actually going back to the pits. It's actually McCullum, as we've got a couple of turns left to go. Kendall Tucker going to get the win. Cole Cabray 2nd, 3rd at the line. Oh, no! Wilson and McCullum came together. McCullum gets 3rd. 4th, I believe, will be Logan Rumsey. 5th is going to be Dylan Wilson, Trey Schmidt, Tarzan, George Wood, Brett Osborne, Tanner Folds, and Jared Windholz. In home in position number 10. That is heat 4 complete, I believe it is. Heat number 5 up next.
You are correct. And that is what I was talking about, what I was saying. These guys are going to go for everything here. That was a transfer spot. It's the last night of racing here for the World of Thunder in the 410.
Boo.
They're going for it.
Boo. You did it wrong. Last night here for the World of Thunder. See? Look, you had yourself set up perfectly. Yeah,
I did. I know.
Look, it's too late now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. I'm disappointed. So disappointed that you rolled up into it. Just smooth sailing. You were on the cush. You come out of turn 4 and you farted and it went out the window. Starting on pole.
Good save there.
Starting on pole, Ernie Williams Jr. At a position number 2 will be Marty Barnes. Billy Rowley will start position 3. Shad Prescott out of position number 4. Position number 5, Daniel Cummings Jr. Richie Preston out of position 6. Chris Fisher out of position 7. Patrick Malteus will start position 8. Jimmy Mars out of position 9. Blake nowhere near is not here. Michael Elledge will start 11th. And am I saying that right? Davin Cardwell in a sprint car?
Look at that.
Am I saying that right? I am, aren't I?
You are correct, yeah.
Wow.
Brett's right.
Exactly. Brett's right. Here we go. Green flag off turn number 4. Ernie Williams Jr., the Black Diamond Motorsports, number 91 machine, will lead the field down into 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Billy Rowley. He's fast around these racetracks as well in a 410 wing sprint car. Marty Barnes getting shuffled back to position 4. Here comes Daniel Cummings Jr. up on the inside looking for 3rd. 3 wide off turn 4.
Yeah, and Daniel Cummings Jr., he has shown speed all throughout this year. From when I started watching, he seems to always be one of those guys that he might not start up near the front, but he's going to find his way to the front, that's for sure. And he's a very patient driver and seems to really understand what he's doing out there on the track.
Yeah, here goes the 5 of Fish up on the inside of Billy Rowley. And that Wicked Energy Relief or Wicked Energy CBD, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion. It's just a wicked car for Team SETI in the 79 machine. Fisher up on the inside, but Rowley trying to go through the middle, trying to go on the inside of Barnes and on the outside of Fisher. He's just unable to make that middle groove work. So go through 1 and 2. Fisher stays down low. Here comes Prescott trying to put pressure on Rowley. But you're leader by 1.2 seconds. And a man that loves to run the cushion, Ernie Williams Jr.
Yep, and if you go back to that transfer spot, we're fighting between like 3 or 4 guys. They're fighting for second, they're fighting for third, fourth, fifth. It's a run here between Daniel Cummings Jr., Marty Barnes, Chris Fisher, and Shad Prescott to see who's going to be in that transfer position. We still got 4 laps of racing to go here. It could be any of those guys' game.
Now Fisher continuing to work down low. I'm going to call it the Alex Bergeron line because Bergeron is so good at run on the bottom side. Fisher now moves into position 3. Barnes made the mistake on the exit of turn number 4. You can see Billy Rowley just hovering in the background. Not so much hovering, but just waiting for one of these 2 drivers to make a mistake and wait for that 79 to pounce into what could be the final transfer position. 2.5 to run for Williams. Daniel Cummings Jr. in second and Fisher on screen. Still holding down third. We watch Marty Barnes in the 22M machine on the outside looking in. And there is Billy Rowley in 5th.
Yep, and with that 1 to go here coming, we got a transfer spot on the line. We got Chris Fisher battling Marty Barnes, Daniel Cummings Jr. It's all a little packed there. Looks like Daniel Cummings Jr. and Chris Fisher kind of take off from each other, and they're going to battle, see if the other 2 can kind of get up here in this last lap to make it. No, they cannot. Looks like Ernie Williams Jr. Daniel Cummings Jr. Did he get that?
Fisher got him just.
Fisher got him.
Calling it. Fisher got him. He did. Got him by about just under a 10th. That was close.
Chris Fisher in second there. Daniel Cummings Jr. gets that transfer spot in third. Fourth, you got Billy Rowley. The 5th, Marty Burns. 6th, Shad Prescott. And that is the end of what I saw.
I'm sure people seen it on screen. B-Main number 1, 12 laps will be the distance. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Bill Berkeley just wanted to tell Harry the only reason you didn't hit the pace car is because you can't. Starting on your pole, number 80, Vinny Sansoni. In second place in the 40, you got Logan Ramsey. Starting third in 21, Shea Palo. And fourth, scheduled dip, 23rd, Marty Barnes. Starting fifth in the 62, Austin Schemelman. And in sixth, the 29, Jimmy Emery. Starting seventh, 33, you got Tarzan George Wood. And eighth, at 72, Ludwig Busen. In ninth, at 25, of Richie Preston. And 10, 45, Tyler Chalk. Starting 11th at 32 of Tony Monroe, or Burrow. And at 12th, the 19 of Jared Winholtz. And 13, 48 of Brandon Steele. And 14th, the 55 of Michael Elledge. And 15th, 96, Chad Sainsbury.
Chalk that one up.
Did you like that?
What?
Chalk that one up. Oh, chalk that one up. I thought you said talk that one.
I said chalk that one up.
Yes, you can chalk that one up. 'Cause gosh, darn it. I was looking to steal your thing there.
Right out in those parking lot out of turn number 2, you see a lot of George out there, a lot of wood.
Did you like that?
Swinging to the front.
Love it.
Yeah, and they're going, what are these clowns on? Seriously?
Oh, man. Whatever they're bringing back from Australia, that beef jerky's fantastic.
Oh, Paul, I missed that start big time.
Yes, and Vinny Sansoni nails it, though. Yes, I did see somebody got way up there. Vinny Sansoni gets a good jump, though. Kind of what he was wanting. We've seen Vinny Sansoni have the speed before, but in these past couple races, it seems like he's been just jumbled up in the midfield and not really able to do too much with it. So let's see what he can do with this front pole here and see if he can take off with it.
We'll keep an eye on Logan Rumsey as well, just at a young age of about 12. And that's not actually lying either. He actually qualified for the USAC non-wing sprint car championships of the World Championships on iRacing, unable to participate because of his age.
Yeah, because I think you have to be 16 years old. Is that correct?
16 or 13, I don't know, whatever it is. But yeah, he was underage. Shea Paulo throwing a bit of a wild move there on Marty Barnes in the 23 machine, looking for that third spot as Barnes Going to fight back up on the inside, but Paulo right through the middle. I think that's where the line, that's where Paulo wanted to get to. And that's what he does into turns 1 and 2. But Barnes going to fight back. Look at Rumsey. Oh, he was so good on the cushion just then. Austin Simmelman as well. A pro driver struggling here in this B main.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen Vinny Sansoni lifted above the half mark on the track. He is keeping it all low and got a little lap traffic there.
Tommy
Making
Moreau.
it a little hard for Logan to get around there. And but like I said, Vinny Sansoni, it seems like he's really been riding that lower half of the track, and Shea Pallow is going to try to make a move on him here, it looks like, as he is gaining up on him, and Vinny Sansoni is coming into some lap traffic.
Marty Barnes now feeling the pressure from the 18 of Austin Simmelman down into turn number 1 and 2. This lap car could play havoc as Simmelman gets by. Barnes finally gets by. He has to duck to the inside. Oh, there goes Rumsey. He got caught up with that lap car of Michael Elledge. I think you better stick to 305s, buddy.
And we're coming down. We got a yellow flag here with 4 to go. And I want to say Shea Pallow may have the lead here. We'll see how they score him, but I believe Shea was in the lead when they put that yellow out.
Just going back to what I said about probably one of our last broadcasts, I'm actually probably going to do a couple of personal streams over the next week. You want to know why?
Why is that?
My favourite time of the week, week 13, Dirt Street Stocks.
Very nice. Yes, you are pretty good. I thought you were going to say your favorite time of year. Do you know what time that is?
It ain't Christmas, so shut your mouth.
Is everybody else here just how big of a Scrooge he is? I don't know if you want to call him a Scrooge, a Grinch, whatever it be. Brett is it. You even have kids. Is that why you don't like it? You think with kids and everything, you'd love the time of year. That's why I like it now. I went
you know what? I'm actually going to blame my old man, my dad, because
okay,
he was always screw Christmas. Can't wait, Can't wait till it's over. Get it over and done with for another year. And I think
I hate America because before Halloween is over, we got Christmas stuff out of here. So,
oh, dude, they throw Christmas stuff out of here in June. It's it's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's like, goddamn, man, we're in the middle of the goddamn freaking year. Just wait.
That's hysterical. I see people just lose it when they see Christmas stuff, and I'm picturing you right now, just blowing your lid. So.
Oh, shit. Wheeling my wheelchair, really, I'm just wheeling my wheelchair, really mad, like, just getting that power down,
There was a stand-up comedian who's like, don't ever get in a fight in a tent because you can't slam the door when you're leaving. And that's what I'm picturing. You can't stomp off. You just got to go faster. So, angry or hand motions as you're pushing it.
Yeah, or if you are a dick. Or if I'll get on my scooter, I'll just accelerate really fast.
2 miles an hour, that torque.
4.5. Come on, man, give me some sort of credit.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? 2.5 horsepower?
Yeah, 3. But yeah, no, I'm gonna do some streaming over the next week. Tomorrow, my time, I think is when it starts. But I've actually got some stuff to do, baby points. I've got to go to doctors. So I was actually hoping to do the World of Thunder Pro Late Model Series finale, but I believe Joe White with OSRN is going to be on that call. Did you ever get invited to that?
No, I did not.
Okay, we'll have to check with Joe, but anyhow, we'll talk about that later after the stream. As the white flag is out, final lap in B main, number 1, Shea Paulo, Vinny Sansoni, and it might be Austin Simmelman. Can he hang on for the final couple of turns? Because here comes Marty Barnes through the middle of the racetrack. Who's going to get it? Shea Paulo wins ahead of Vinny Sansoni. Austin Simmelman third. Marty Barnes just missing out in position number 4 by a couple of tenths of a second. Story of your life. That's just inches away.
Right. That is just a little bee's wing away.
Here we go. Stealing my content again, I see. Love it.
Well, hey, trendsetters, man. That's what people do. If you're a trendsetter,
hashtag trendsetters. There you go. You see, now you're starting to learn, mate. You're starting to learn. All right.
Exactly,
you're listening to the trendsetters.
You're right. Exactly.
All right. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Teddy Brown, Billy Rowley will start in row number 1. Row number 2 is Tim Ryan and Jordan Casey. Row 3 will be Trey Schmidt and Harry Stewart. Row 4, Patrick Maltias and Amy Smith. Patrick Solari, Tanner Folds in row 5. We go back to Jimmy Mars and Eric Scalp in row number 6. Logan Rumsey is the young'un that we were talking about earlier on. Whew. JD Brown, Billy Rowley, Tim Ryan, Jordan Casey, Trey Smith, Harry Stewart. That's a pretty good top 6. So certainly some feature winners in this top half of the field.
Absolutely, and if you're the pace truck, look out because Harry's in the field and he is aiming for you. He's got one more thing to hit tonight, and you are it, sir. So heads up there, and if you're the drivers in front of him, look out because he's going to get the speed up there too to get that guy.
Heads down, thumbs up, bums out.
There you go. No, nothing against Harry. They were joking on the comment section. Harry's a good driver. Like I said, I saw him run those midgets there on 2 wheels. And
You know he's only
better.
15.
A lot of guys that could do 4. Is he really?
Yeah.
A young field here. We got Hayden Cardwell. That's a young guy. We got who did you say the last round? Davin is in this. Yep.
Logan Rumsey.
Logan
And then you got grown men that act like 12-year-olds. So I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but I mean, if you think it's you and the shoe fits, well, wear the sucker.
Exactly right. Click them together. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
JD Brown, your leader. The turns 3 and 4. Tim Ryan in second under pressure from Jordan Casey. Now Trey Schmidt up to position 4, looking for third. Here comes Rowley on the inside of Stewart. Rowley slides up. Just a little contact there with Stewart. Stewart sort of seen it coming, and that 87 Creative Hybrid Racing United Esports Ultimate Dirt to be number 11 machine. Still in position 6, make that position 7 as Smith gets on by, but the battle is on for the race lead. Tim Ryan with a move there on JD Brown down into turn number 3 and 4.
JD Brown needs to go to a little training session on how to take a little bump from the back end because that's the second time he's got it on that bar, and it just gets him a little turned over there sideways, and he loses just enough speed to find himself in second here. And a great driver, anybody be happy with to drive for him, but man, he just can't seem to find the luck here in the past couple of weeks here. It seems like he's had the speed, but just finds himself on the butt end of some luck here.
LRP, screw you, buddy. No,
LR.
Yeah, LRP. Okay, well that's his Twitch name.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just a fool that also he went to the Corey Wenzel driving school that takes people out.
Oh, he's a no lift November type guy.
Yes, he's a massive no lift November. Casey into the ball there in 1 and 2, but he's got a bit of
the speed. I thought he was going to get around JD Brown there, but yeah, he just barely kissed it.
Yep, puck it up, that's for sure. 4 to go for Tim Ryan. JD Brown in second. Jordan Casey third. Fourth battle on screen. Trey Schmidt along with Billy Rowley. Then you go back to Harry Stewart into turns 3 and 4. And these drivers battling each other. They're taking away precious time to catch up to the third place runner there of Jordan Casey. But I think with 3 laps to go, I think time's going to run out. Well, time is running out. Who the hell is calling me?
Yeah, that's what, if you look back at ninth, a name we're not used to seeing kind of back in that area is Patrick Solari. So I don't know if something happened there. He got caught up in an accident. But Patrick's not used to running back that far. And Tim Ryan and J.D. Brown, it looks like Tim Ryan's got a decent lead. He's going around some lap traffic now. J.D. Brown and Jordan Casey look to be going at it more so in this last lap. We got the white flag dropping. The guy's breaking his arm, throwing that white flag out there. Tim Ryan's pedaling down. He is digging it deep and selling it cheap, as our buddy Steve likes to say. Tim Ryan is putting it into the ground. He's nailing it down, and he is going to take the win here. J.D. Brown second, third Jordan Casey, fourth Billy Rowley, Trey Schmidt in fifth, Harry Stewart in sixth, Amy Smith seventh, Eric Scalf eighth, Patrick Solari ninth, and I'm sorry to the 10th place, Jeremy Mars there.
There we go. All right, B-Main number 3, our final B-Main of the season. This is our last race of the 2019 season for the World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com series. It's been a phenomenal year. We thank everybody that has participated in the race. And, of course, we appreciate all the support here throughout the year on the World of Thunder Facebook page and, of course, the league and, of course, here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
That's right. Starting on your pole, you got number 97 of Jarrett Bouillard. Starting second, the 269 of James Grace. Starting third, the 47 machine of Dylan Wilson. And in fourth, the number 3 of Dylan D. Thomas. Starting fifth, the 41 of Shad Prescott. And in sixth, next to him, the 331 of Dustin Hall. Starting seventh, you got the 44 of Brett Waddall. And then laid off, thank you. And then 8, you got the 013 of Brett Osborne. And starting 9th, the 4 of Tristan Carmen. And 10th, the number 18 of Davin Cardwell. Starting 11th, Mitch Stiles in the 54. 12, the number 84 machine of Clay Devin. We got 4 cars that did not grid on this one. So fortunate for those 4. They won't get to have the fun that we are about to have here. So well, used to seeing a Cardwell in the field, not the normal Cardwell we're seeing. How does Davin finish this one here, Brett?
Probably by going past the start-finish line.
Well, you are just the most obvious person in the world. They're on the loud.
Well, someone's going to win.
On the right. And we're watching James Bouillard. James Grace gets a heck of a start there. Jarrett Bouillard doesn't pull away like we've seen the pole sitters typically do there. James Grace stays right with them. Behind them, you're looking at the likes of Shad Prescott, and Dylan D. Thomas. And they're going 3 wide there. Dylan Wilson, Brett Osborne, Clay Devin. Oh, someone sideways. I think a no-no was touched there. I don't know who that was, but
I think Brett Osborne's trying to go full throttle on a slick racetrack. Brett, you need to lift.
Hey, somebody told you that too, and you didn't like that piece of information there. And they say, hey, buddy, you ever think about lifting?
What was that, on a tacky racetrack? No, totally different compared to a slick racetrack, buddy.
I have no idea. That was an official race that a guy thought whoa, look out there, sprint car drivers. The base truck is coming through hot.
Harry Stewart, now's your time to hit him. Harry Stewart to the racetrack, please.
No joke. You missed your opportunity, sir.
Oh boy, he's probably packed up and put that United Esports in the back of the United Esports hauler and well, put it in a container and fly it back to Queensland.
Yep, that's how it works there. That's a long flight to.
That's about an 18 or 19-hour flight, I think.
Yeah, exactly. He's on his honeymoon, and they went to your part of the world there, and they're enjoying the likes of Australia right now. But he told me he was not looking forward to that flight over there.
Whereabouts? Is he here now? Is he where'd he go?
Sydney.
Oh yeah. It covers a lot. It's a lot of ground, Sydney.
Well,
probably
you
down in the
act like
city.
I know anything about Australia. I know it's got a very nice theater there.
Yeah, I don't get out of the house. Barely get out of the wheelchair, let alone out of the house.
Oh, God. I'm not going to comment because I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, stop making fun of a cripple. It's all good.
They're back on that pedal on the right. That's the gas pedal. I
don't have that
pedal. And they're going all across here. We got 4 or 5 wide here in the back, Brett. Oh, someone nailed the tire on that one.
Jeez, Dylan Wilson, that was in the 47 machine. Absolutely annihilated it, yeah. Dan's right. Choo-choo!
I think this is anything but a choo-choo. This is far from a train. They got 4 wide, 5
quick,
wide.
let's get David Holloman's thoughts.
This is an interesting one for sure. Look at the 269. That's an interesting paint scheme there as well. James Grace. I like that one. And then next to him in the 3 car of Dylan D. Thomas. That's an interesting colors there, unique as well. I like that.
Davin Cardwell making some moves, taking some names here in B main number 3, the final B main, the final 3 positions up for grabs. Cardwell to the middle of the racetrack now, trying to run the Cardwell line there, that slider line that is so effective, but he's just losing out just a little bit of time right now. he may not run out of he may run out of time, because here comes Prescott on his outside and Styles up on the inside. Styles and Cardwell make contact, and in comes the rest of the field. But 2 laps left to run for your race leader, Jared Bolyard, in the number 97.
Yeah, I don't think Cardwell honestly saw him there and made a little contact, let off of it, and I think that's going to kind of drop him back there. I don't know if he's going to have what it takes to kind of pull back up. But we look back at Jarrett Bouillard. He is just pulling away there, and Dylan D. Thomas and James Grace going back at it for the second and third position. You don't want to go too crazy for that spot there, though, Brett. We are under white, actually. And you just don't want to wreck out. And Jarrett Bouillard takes it there. Dylan D. Thomas, yes, he did. Dylan D. Thomas, second. Third, James Grace. Mitch Stiles in fourth. Chad Prescott, fifth. Brett Osborne in sixth. Seventh, Dustin Hall. Eighth, Clay Devin. Ninth, Brett Landoff. And 10th was... Nope, I skipped some. Nope, there we go. Davin Cardwell ends up in 10th there.
All right, we're just here he is, already ready to go. What do we got? 5? What do you have? 5 heats, Steve, again?
We have 5 heat races.
All right, let's go. Ready when you are.
All right, heat race number 1, car number 2, Dylan Hauser.
Position 3.
His teammate, car number 49, David, the wet tracker, Heileman.
Yeah, Tacky Track Hero, second.
He raced number 3. It's the slick man himself, Alex Bergeron.
Pole position.
Car number 00, it's Kendall Tucker.
Position 4.
Car number 91, Urian Williams Jr.
Position 5.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, coming into tonight, it was a gap of 33 points. Hayden Carwell, 7 starts this season, 3 wins in a sprint car, 5 top 5s and 6 top 10s. I believe it was 1 DNF at Volusia, I think it was. I think he said it was a 18th finishing position. And in fact, I remember that race, and you might remember that race as well. You remember the heat race where Cardwell had to come from the backcourt up to Simmelman. On the final lap, he junked it and did the same thing in the B main. But he actually won the B main, and then doing the same thing as what he did in his heat and B main, just caught up on that outside wall in turns 1 and 2, and that was it. That was all she wrote.
I do remember that, because unfortunately I think that was one of those deals where Hayden was kind of by himself on that end, and I don't know if he was just looking low to make a move or something like that, and the wall just jumped out and bit him, I believe.
Yep, so Knoxville last week, he finished 4th. The week before at Lanier, he picked up the win, and Volusia was his DNF, and I believe that was the week that Alex Bergeron actually missed. And then, of course, you go back to Eldora, he finished 2nd. Charlotte, he picked up the win. Fairbury, I think, was 7th, and Lanier, he won again. So he's swept. He's pretty much swept Lanier this season. He's been unbeaten. And again, only 4 drivers have picked up wins in the 7 weeks. Hayden Cardwell, 3 wins. Alex Bergeron, 2 wins. Austin Simmelman has got 1 win. And Tyler Schell has also picked up a win as well. 3rd and 4th in the championship. 3rd, 4th, and 5th are here, along with 6th, 7th. But Jordan Casey, he is 4 points clear of Ernie Williams Jr., so that battle on for 3rd and 4th in the championship could be a beauty as well. Now, did Jordan Casey make the show tonight?
Let's look through here. He's 14th fastest right now.
Okay, so yeah, he would have come from the B main. Ernie's going to start position 5. David Heileman starts position 2, I believe it is. He's actually, 11... make that 15 points behind 3rd place as well. So, I mean, 3rd place is definitely up for grabs.
Jordan Casey will be starting 23rd. So for him to do that, it's possible, but he's going to have to do a lot of climbing through this race here.
Something that some of these boys would know nothing about climbing. Anyhow, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Just the one change. In fact, one positional change anyway. 2 swaps. Alex Bergeron going to start on pole of tonight's 40-lap main event. On his outside will be David Harleman. Dylan Hauser will start position number 3. Kendall Tucker will line up at a position number 4. Position 5 will be Ernie Williams Jr. And out of position number 6 is Tyler Ducharme.
Starting 7th in the 12 machine, you got Hayden Cardwell by him. In the 22, in the 8th place, Shyler Brown.
Cole Cabray for Swindell Speed Lab starts position 9. Chris Fisher starts position number 10.
In 11th, you got Sean Timmerman. Next to him in 12th position, the number 1 of Mason Hannigan.
Starting position 13, Blake Majulis and Alex McCullum will start position number 14.
DCJ, Daniel Cummings Jr. in the number 50 machine will start 15th. Behind him in the number 21, Shea Paolo.
I want to try that. Tim Ryan starts position 17 alongside JB of Jarrett Bolyard out of 18. Doesn't work.
No, DCJ sounds good there. Vinny Sansoni's going to start 19th in the 80 machine. Next to him, Downtown JD Brown starting 20th in the 14.
DDT, doing D. Thomas.
That does.
Starts position 21. Austin Simmelman will start position number 22.
JC, that's not Jesus Christ. That's Jordan Casey starting 23rd in the 20 machine. And in the 24th spot, 269, James Grace.
Well, it might not be Jesus Christ, but say your grace.
Saying
grace.
I was thinking the same thing there. Say your grace, because I think J.D. Brown is about to take everything to the take Shyler Brown to the Super Bowl here. The Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
You must be hotter, man.
I'm just sitting in my Hauser.
Oh, God. We're certainly Fisher.
Are you a Tucker? Ah!
Can't say what I was going to say, but yeah.
Oh no, we got bad news by from the Blake Majulis Motorsports Lab here.
Swindell Speed Lab.
Right. Well, yeah, just Blake Majulis, the Swindell Speed Lab there.
How about EW? What about EWJ?
Is EWJ works? Yeah, absolutely. But Blake Majulis had a PC crash issue, so I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back in here.
He ain't going to make it. That's an F in chat, guys. That is a big F in chat.
It is Brett's right.
Of course I'm right.
Hey, Brett, we're under green right now. Why aren't they driving? Why aren't they going? Is this just like a slow race or something? What's up?
So you want to leave me? Okay, all right. Well, if you're new here for the first time and you wonder why these drivers are not going, it is because the heat winners went into a redraw. The top 5, once they in the correct positions on where we pulled the number out from random.org. Hayden Cardwell, you cannot blame me for that one. But once those drivers are in those correct positions, which they are now, the first 6 rows will stay in rows of 2x2. Row 7's on back on the inside will come to the inside, and on the outside they will move up to the outside row. They will get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. A 4-wide salute, and it looks like they might be struggling here a bit because I'm wondering why these drivers are just continuing to circulate not in rows of 2x2.
I think they were watching out for Harry, but Harry's not on the track anymore, so you're good, guys. Go ahead and get in.
I can confirm Harry Stewart has packed up and he is out of the building.
So, no, again, I'm giving Harry Stewart a hard time like I know the guy.
No, give it to him. I know him.
Really,
he's a teammate of mine.
Very well, so... Oh, man. Yeah, EWJ definitely works. You got EWJ, you got DCJ, and DDT. I think those are the ones that you can definitely do in this.
Look, no, I can't go with EWJ because that just takes away from Boomhauer.
Yeah, I'm good with Boomhauer.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? This is the number 91 car. It's going to go in front. You know what I'm saying? You start position 5.
Are you okay with a blue UDTV car, or did that have to go through like a approval process? How does that work out? It's a sharp car.
Wait, who are we talking about? Ernie's?
It's probably not the right one I'm looking at. Yeah, Ernie Williams Jr. He's got that like navy blue UDTV, navy blue and yellow.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, well, I just didn't know if it had
that was actually done by one of our sponsors here at UDTV, Drew Neal at 19 Designs.
Well, there you go, even better.
That's right. I mean, that's right.
Real quick, while they're just about to go green here, hop over to the UDTV YouTube page and give that a nice subscribe if you haven't already. we'd all appreciate that. It helps us out here. And they're on that right side pedal. That's the loud one. That's right. They're on the accelerator for the final 410 sprint race of the season here, Brett.
Yeah, Bergeron got the good jump. Harleman in second. Hauser in third. Ernie Williams Jr. works the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. Slick surface right now here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the final race of 2019 for World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Skylar Brown, Tyler Deschamps, Ernie Williams Jr. They were 3 wide. Excuse me, down the back straightaway. As Hauser looks to the inside there on David Harleman, cannot complete the pass. 4th place, Kendall Tucker. And I tell you what, I was actually going to pick Dylan Hauser to win this race.
I was going to go with Bergeron just because you put Bergeron on the pole. As long as he does not make a mistake or nobody...
Look, let's get one thing straight again. I didn't put him on pole, random.org.
Well, no, I'm saying if you put him, like when I say that, yes. If he puts himself on pole, then he's proven to get out there and just take off. Put it on the rails and just go, and David Heilman.
Oh, Bergeron!
Whoa, and there's the mistake that somebody needed to get in there. So this race is completely changed up now. Let's see, Bergeron still has a chance. He didn't lose too much there. He fell back to 6th place. See if he's got some time. He's got plenty of time. Let's see if he can.
He's got a mountain of time. He's still got 35. Oh, no, Hauser! Oh, Ernie Williams Jr. Oh, big wreck by Cole Cabray. In the 71 machine, he's still flipping. And that is going to be the end of Cole Cabray's night. Oh, man, Dylan Hauser. Geez, our 2 picks in the space of a lap. They both wreck. There's definitely some damage to that number 2 machine. You can just see, just by it rolling around, you can see the right front tire digging into the ground, and the left front certainly up in the air. Boy, that's tough there for Dylan Hauser.
Yeah, that's right.
No, Brett's right. Come on, man. We had this conversation no less than an hour ago. Dylan Hauser to pit road. That is him done.
Look at the 5th position. That wreck happened right in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Well,
damage on that car.
Because we're less than 10 laps in, I'm making a rule. I get to pick a new one.
Oh, okay.
I'm going Hayden Cardwell.
That's a good one to pick. Like I said, he made it past that, and it happened right in front of him. Usually we see Hayden, unfortunately, get caught up and stuff like that. But that number 12 machine is beautiful. It's looking nice, clean, and aerodynamic still. So hopefully Hayden still has some juice in him. I've never seen him give up early in a race. So what you do have to watch out for is David Heilman now on the pole on that front spot.
Wonder how he's going to go for the rest of the race. It is very slick out there.
It is, yes, it is. So if you watched last week,
did a race with him last night, and it was very slick, and he done very well. He finished top 3 in a 360 at Knoxville.
Well, and last week he took the podium as well, but it's just not a track that he necessarily prefers, as he was saying. So they're on that right side pedal. That's the loud one. That's the accelerator. David Heilman takes up to the top side. Kendall Tucker's right on that bumper, though. He's going to give him everything he's got. Then we go downtown there, and look at that. You got Hayden Cardwell running the low line. Oh, another crash right in front of Hayden. Hayden's got to be freaking out right now.
That's just...
I mean, that happened right in front of him.
Ambulance turn 1. Ambulance turn 1 immediately.
Clean up on turn 1 because I think Hayden needs a new pair of pants.
I think JD Brown. We're not going to call that freeze. We're not going to call that freeze last time. That's what happened in his pants right there. JD Brown unfortunately caught up. Volshay, Paulo. I think Ernie Williams Jr. had a piece of that one. I mean, it's hard to say who didn't have a piece, but boy, oh boy, how about DCJ? Daniel Cummings Jr. up to 5th, but what about Tim Ryan up to 6th?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got some high-class names here that have pulled their way up. You got Vinny Sansoni in 7th, Tim Ryan in 6th, Daniel Cummings Jr., DCJ there in 5th, Alex Bergeron in 4th, Hayden Cardwell in 3rd, Kendall Tucker in 2nd, and David Heilman leading the race. That's a heck of a lineup. And then don't look now, Brett, but number 9 or the 9th position, number 20, Jordan Casey has made his way up there.
Oh, just going back to that point that I was talking about with Daniel Cummings Jr., Tim Ryan, and Vinny Sansoni. Daniel Cummings Jr. started 15th, up 10 positions. Tim Ryan started 17th, up 11 positions. Vinny Sansone started 19th, up 12 positions. Those guys have just been able to avoid what has happened in front of them, and they've been able to capitalize on it.
Yep, and that is if Daniel Cummings Jr. seems to really have something down. I mean, he can drive around the track. Don't get me wrong, but when those incidents happen, man, he's good about getting away from him, not getting collected in him, and he really seems to make a lot of spots up either when that yellow flag is dropping because of that, or here on these restarts because he's a very patient driver and he knows when to take his opportunity.
I've got an idea for the Pro Late Model race. Remind me after the stream. Here we go. Green flag coming back out. David Hartman, Kendall Tucker on the front row. Hayden Caldwell, Alex Bergeron as they are running side by side down into 1 and 2. Slider by Kendall Tucker on Hartman. Here comes Bergeron back into the mix, but look at Caldwell up on the inside now into turn number 3 and 4 and looking for second. He may just get it.
Yellow flag is out now. So we'll see. I got to give Kendall Tucker a lot of credit on that restart. Heilman's good about kind of switching it up and backing up. Look out. Here comes that pace truck. But Heilman's good about really
Where's that speed at Williams Grove or USA?
Say that, when it comes flying out there over the wall?
Yeah.
I think that was USA. I mean, it bounces over pit lane. But
no, it does that at Lanier.
Is that where it is? Yeah. David Heilman, where was I going with that? Kendall Tucker, he shot up there on that restart. David Heilman really changes up his restarts. He's good about that. Kendall Tucker was door to door with him on that restart. I thought he was going to get him on that slider there, honestly.
Well, Tucker's going to get moved back to third. Cardwell's going to go up into second. And Heilemann, now we switch back to the bottom side, obviously realising if he can get the drive on the exit of turn 4, right on that inside line, I think he's going to leave the field to the left for dead.
Yeah, and this is where Hayden. I mean, he's a little inconsistent here. He shows huge steps where he'll get a great jump on a restart, and then others it just kind of surprises him, and you see him fall back. But the thing about Hayden, he's going to catch right back up to where he needs to be. It's not going to take him long to get back up to that position. All righty, he's chomping away on chips, making me even more hungry. So we still got the pace car out. The lights are still blinking. So I don't know. Is Hayden just getting some tires or nope? I didn't know if they were going to line up single file here.
Well, I don't think they completed a lap, so they should be going single file.
I still see a couple guys, and nope, it does look like they are going to line up in the choo-choo formation. Nice little train here, and I think that kind of does benefit Hayden, believe it or not, because in my personal opinion, these guys are 10 times, 20 times, 30 times better than me. But I almost like a single file start myself if I'm in second, just because you kind of get a better idea of what that guy's doing in front of you. They're off. It's a green flag. They're on that right side pedal. That's the loud one. Hayden Cardwell takes to the inside there. And we'll see what he can do here. If he can make it past David Heilman. David Heilman had a good jump there. Hayden's on the bottom. Below him, Kendall Tucker's riding that bottom line with Hayden. It seems like you said, though, Brett, David Heilman has a hell of a sprint car here tonight. He's going to be tough to hit on that top line. He's going to need to just give that wall a kiss, I think, for Hayden to really bring it into him. Or Hayden's going to have to get one hell of a jump off of a restart here coming up later in. We are 26 out of 45. Brett, take it away.
Yeah, Heilemann continues to lead from Kendall Tucker in second. Bergeron now moving by Hayden Cardwell for that third position. Cardwell runs the bottom. Your top three now run the top side, nose to tail. Couple of car lengths separating the pair as now Bergeron down low. Cardwell's opted to go upstairs. Tucker gets into the back of Heilemann. Now here comes Cardwell back into third position. What's Tucker do down into turns 3 and 4? Slide job in turn number 4. It's going to be complete. Cardwell back to the inside. Tucker back to the cushion. Cardwell stays low. Bergeron now. Heilemann has to be careful because here comes that number 12 machine.
Yep, and it looks like Cardwell's trying to run a little opposite, low on one part of the turn and then high on the other two turns there. Trying to get that momentum go. Really to just get whatever he can going there to really solidify, because who's he going up against again there? Who does Hayden really have to go out here and...
Bergeron.
That's right, Alex
But
Bergeron.
there's a 30-point gap between them. So as long as he finishes, within a couple of positions of Bergeron, he will win the championship.
So this is where Hayden can really show his age, or he can really show that he really does have what it takes, because this is where a young driver can really get impatient, go for that move instead of just kind of just doing what he needs to do and then stay a couple lengths back from Bergeron instead of really fighting for that win, I guess.
Yeah, just trying to look back through the field. Dylan Howes has made his way back up inside the top 10 after getting some running repairs on that number 2 machine. Right, back up towards the front of the field. We watch Kendall Tucker trying to run down Alex Bergeron. Oh, Tucker into the wall on the front straightaway. Really slowed up that 00 Swindell speed limit entry. Now here comes Cardwell. Bergeron into the wall in turns 1 and 2 as well.
I'm back watching the number 50 of DCJ here, Daniel Cummings Jr., and it doesn't seem like he can really find a smooth part of the track. That car is bouncing all over the place. You can tell he's definitely losing speed here, trying to find the right area to run to make sure that the 410 is just not bouncing all over for him. Because right now, it doesn't look to be giving him a good ride here.
Yeah, one thing that these drivers have to contend with, obviously, that the bumpy, small, thin cushion that they have on the top side as the yellow flag comes out, but also down the back straightaway, halfway down the back straightaway, you got these bumps, and that's something these drivers have to contend with. So especially when you see them go into like turns 3 and 4. In fact, you know what? We're going to jump on board here with Alex Bergeron, the Pit Logic Team ABR. If you can just get up to the top side, right where he's going now, you just watch that. You can't really see it there, but you can see that front end just bouncing. Just keep an eye on the shocks when he goes through like the back straightaway next time by.
That's something with these sprints. You just watching the wheels and everything bounce. It's just incredible to understand how these guys really hold on to it. You see Bergeron, he's shifted like half the track there just off of that one little bump, and that's the same as DCJ. He was on the straightaway like you were saying, and it's like he hit a bump with bad shocks in an old car or something like that, and you're switching lanes on accident. I do have a question for you, Brett, because there's a comment we just got here in the comment section. I had got on my rig here after the show today, and he was a little upset with me because he couldn't shift the car. Do you use auto shift? Or not auto shift, auto clutch?
Yes, I do.
You're supposed to say no, because I don't. And he's not using the clutch. He's like, why isn't this thing shifting? Well, you got to hit the clutch, dude. He's like, well, you should be able to power shift this thing or speed shift it. I'm like, well, that's why you're the racer.
Yeah, but see, the only reason why auto clutch is on, well, it doesn't really matter in these cars because there's just one gear.
Well, not in these, no. But the street stocks, you're a street stock guy. So
Cardwell got the inside tire.
And that's a little different from what we saw last week. Last week, these guys were able to kind of drive over that and put their spot just in the right position for that. But Bergeron comes and makes a move on Heilman. Gets the slider. Does it stick? No. Heilman gets back by him. But, man, Bergeron's going to make this one heck of a race here. And now we got to see Hayden Cardwell drops back to 9th. So he's got to do everything he can to really pull this thing into a top 5, I'd say.
Yeah, Bergeron with another slide job there on David Heilman. 4 laps left to run. Heilman back to the inside. Back returning the favour on Alex Bergeron. Bergeron clears him on the exit of turn number 2. 3 laps to run this time by. And Team ABR's Alex Bergeron looking to park it on the front straightaway. Here in the final race of 2019, here comes Tucker. Tucker with the slider on Heilman. Heilman will cross underneath. They will come to the popsicle sticks around. 2 laps left to run here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
8th and 9th position, Hayden Cardwell versus J.D. Brown. They're actually going for it. I figured J.D. Brown was kind of going to hand it over to him, but they've been doing a little crossover action. I'm kind of surprised J.D. is running his buddy Hayden so hard here near the end with Hayden going for a title like that. But, hey, it's the final race. I've said it multiple times, the World of Thunder. These guys aren't slumps. They're going to do what it is. And look at first place. Alex Bergeron takes it up there. He is going to get the white flag. Brett, finish it off.
That's a checkered flag this time by for turn number 4. The final win of the season in 2019 is going to be Alex Bergeron. Kendall Tucker home in second. third will be David Harlem, and Tim Ryan will come home in fourth after not getting a qualifying ever. That's not a bad result for the Altus Esports. Number 98 machine, Vinny Sansoni in fifth, Jordan Casey sixth, Hayden Cardwell seventh, and most likely your champion. Eighth, there's going to be Austin Simmelman, JD Brown ninth, Dylan Thomas will surround out the top 10, Shea Paulo 11th, Dylan Hauser in 12th, Chris Fisher in 13th, Daniel Cummings Jr. in 14th, James Grace 15th. Then we go back to Jarrett Bolyard in 16th, Tyler Ducharme, Cole Cabre, Mason Hannigan, and Alex McCullum, Ernie Williams Jr., Sean Timmerman, Skylar Brown, with Blake Majulis having computer technical issues and did not start tonight's A main. Well, Tommy, that is the season done. And, well, we're going to have our top three here in just a moment. But, nonetheless, another fantastic season here for the World of Thunder Racing League.
Got that right. And I don't know if you saw Alex Bergeron there at the end doing his little donuts and everything, but he was getting around the track faster doing donuts than I could doing a regular 410 sprint car. So congrats to him, sir. And I'm excited to see who took this championship. You got Alex Bergeron that finished first. He did what he needed to do. And then, unfortunately, Hayden hits the tire there near the end and bumps back to seventh. So we'll see if Hayden had enough going into tonight's race to take the championship.
All right, well, I believe he would finish second in the championship after the 8 weeks after missing 1 week, and it's a week that essentially cost him a championship, but nonetheless, home in first place tonight, driving car number 12, it's Alex Bergeron. Alex, congratulations on this win. Boy, that was a hell of a race. You had the lead there at the start. You made a mistake. You fell back to, I think it was about 6th or 7th, and then you just fight, just tough you, and grit your way through this field. Talk about that one and how you end up getting back to the front.
Yeah, it was tough for sure. I don't really know what happened there in the start. You know, my car very got loose, and you know, it was, I don't know if it was my end or, you know, the car didn't stick on the bottom. I really got surprised what the car did there, and I had the tire, and I fell back like 6th, so slowly made my way back to the front, and you know, our car felt good the rest of the race, and finally got by Alman there in a good battle last couple of laps, and I don't know how it looks for the championship, but you know, I didn't came in here to win a championship. I was just having fun, and we end up with a win here tonight.
Slick racetracks tend to suit you more often. Why do you like these slick tracks more than these tacky racetracks?
I don't know. I think it takes a lot more patience and driver control. You know, you got to be smooth in the car and make no mistakes, and you got to be easy on the trial as well, and you want to be as straight as possible. And it's fun to, you know, play with others on this type of racetrack where there's plenty of lines you can run, and you can go from bottom to top and middle to slick and make moves, slide jobs. It's easier to make slide jobs in these kind of type of racetracks, so it's slicker, and there's it's a lot slower, and you can make moves easier, and I think it's fun for the fans out there. It's a good show for sure.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte, the final race of 2019 for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com 410 Sprint Car Series. I believe it is a second place finish in the series, so that 1 week did essentially cost you a championship, but nonetheless, it's been a phenomenal season, a phenomenal year for you and that number 12 machine. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate the win here tonight, and want to thank some sponsors as well.
I gotta thank everybody at Team AVR, Jason Nagard, my girlfriend. You know, we put a lot of work in this, and you know, I think I missed the race because I was in Charlotte. So you know, it was fun. It was a fun season overall. You know, fun battle with Aiden there. Congrats on the championship. All our sponsors and partners: CSI Shocks, Pit Logic App, BK Designs, Meyer Inc. Everybody that supports us, all the fans out there, my dad for watching. And you guys, Ultimate Dirt TV for broadcasting every races and making an awesome job of it. And World of Thunder for putting this up. And you know, it was a great season, and couldn't be happier of it.
All right, Alex Bergeron, go Steve. Yep.
So Hayden Cardwell wins the championship by 15 points. And let's see here. Alex Bergeron second. Jordan Casey comes home third in the championship. David Heilman comes in fourth. And Ernie Williams Jr. is top 5 in points.
All right, thank you very much, Steve. We'll throw it over to Tommy, who's standing by with our second place runner here tonight, driving for Swindell Speed Lab. It's Kendall Tucker.
Congratulations on a fantastic race tonight, sir. I think I'm not sure where you ended on that redraw. I know you would have started fourth, I believe, so a nice little climb there. But kind of go through the track and the restarts, because it seemed like you gained a lot of ground on those restarts. I've never seen anybody really nail it with the leader like you did. You were door to door with whether it be David Heilman when he was starting or Alex Bergeron there at the finish. So.
Yeah, I think we started fourth right there, and was just really going to be committed to the top. That was the fastest way around for sure, and just trying to bide my time right there, and I feel like I was the fastest car on the racetrack. Just caught David right there, and he decided to turn down the track, I guess, and it just got hooked. And I don't know how I didn't spin out, but just Alex snuck by me and snuck in line behind him right there, and we were staying right with him, and just probably too many cautions right there. It's just hard when you got that many chances with that good of cars and the track's that slick. It's just hard to make a pass, but it was a good run. Just glad we had a fast piece underneath of us, and we can build off this and move forward.
Yeah, that's a good way to kind of go into the next season. You got a little momentum on your side. I know it's not the win that you wanted, but hey, a podium's not bad there, especially with 60 cars in the field there. You mentioned the track being slick. How does that kind of work or put a disadvantage to you? Are you a slick track guy, or do you prefer a nice tacky track?
For me, I'd probably say slicker the better, but I just want to get single file around the top like that, especially in these sprint cars. It's kind of just tough to make passes. So tacky track is probably a little bit better for more passing and stuff. And I just took what the track gave us tonight, and had a couple of different things out, hoping if we could hit on something, and I think we might have hit on something right there. I felt really good, was able to put the car wherever I wanted, especially on the top. I wasn't really having to drive it awful hard, just was being real easy on the throttle and just trying to keep it straight and out of the fence. And I just had pretty good speed. We passed David right there, and I feel like we was right there with Alex too on speed. Like I said, we'll just build off this and see if we can build some more momentum in some other leagues.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, it's it's always a good thing to go out on a season on a good note like this. So congratulations again, and it's your time now. You got the mic. Why don't you tell everybody who you got to thank for everything?
I just gotta thank all the guys over at Swindell Speed Lab. Especially James Edens. He's not in town right now, but he was texting me back and forth, letting me know what I needed to do. So I can't thank him enough for all he does for me, especially on the sprint car side of things, for keeping me in the ballpark and just getting a fast piece underneath me for sure. And I just gotta thank all of our sponsors and partners: CBD Weiser Organics, Bell Helmets, K1 Speed, and all the guys over at World of Thunder. And thanks to you and Brett for the broadcast, and we'll look forward to being here next season.
Got it. Now, real quick, I got a question for you. You said in town. The Swindell Speed Lab is kind of in my backyard here. I'm a Indianapolis native. Are you from Indiana here?
No, I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. That's where I'm living at right now. But yeah, we all just kind of try and stay close together. You know, with technology the way and stuff it is, you can get an answer pretty quick and stuff. So definitely glad we have that for sure.
Absolutely. I was about to say, well, thank you for the Hoosier representing there, but hey, you're good. You're North Carolina. It's all good. Swindell Speed Lab, like I said, it's based out of Brownsburg here, so I'm familiar with that, and you guys are repping them very well.
Yeah, there's just a lot of good things going over at Swindell Speed Lab right now, and if you want, there's a lot of new things on the website and stuff, so just go check out SwindellSpeedLab.com and catch some pretty cool apparel.
There you go. Thank you again, sir. It was a blast watching you, and I look forward to seeing you more in the racing as we go forward.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, there we go. Kendall Tucker there, home in second place here tonight. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in third place, then we'll chat to our championship winner. But home in third place tonight in car number 49. It is the tacky track hero himself, David Heileman. David, congratulations on a third place. You led for a good majority of this race, but track condition that doesn't suit you. You end up third. How was that one?
First off, I'd like to say Kendall Stucker could go stub his toe. All right, I'm sorry I have to be that rude and bring that kind of violence into this booth, but he can go stub a toe, even though he probably had
What
the
kind of
fastest car.
toe? What kind of toe are we talking here?
Not the big toe, but we'll take the pinky toe.
Just the pinky toe. Okay, yep. No, I
pinky could be
wanted
worse
to
sometimes.
get that one out. I just, you say you want him to stub a toe. Well, we need to find out which toe.
Yeah. But he probably had the fastest car. Track was dog doo-doo again. Just one lane around the top the whole time. I knew Alex was being dumb, running 3 and 4 at the bottom because I said he's going to hit the cushion hard in 1 and 2, and that's what he did, and he gave us the lead. Then we were just running our laps, and it's just yellow, 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 but that's just all the driver's fault. It has nothing to do with track surface. It's all the driver's fault. And then we had that restart, so Alex was second. We kindly gave him back the lead, just to make up for his mistake he made earlier. And then Kendall got by us because he had the fastest car, and we came home with the 3rd place, showing how washed up we truly are.
Jeez, I couldn't have said it any better myself. How do you compare this track tonight compared to, say, like what VLR do with the resetting of the tracks?
Jesus Christ! Don't even get me started. That was goddamn terrible. What
do you mean it was terrible?
Because you had to force every move you made because the track was so tacky. Oh, you don't like slick tracks, so you must love tacky tracks, right, David? No. There's a middle ground, and we all just need to work together and listen to the drivers to find it, and you'll get good racing. But no league has that right now.
When does the David Harleman and 410 winged sprint car league start?
It's a working. There's a group chat of a couple of us. It's been about 2 months now. We've yet to decide a name on it, but once we have a name figured out, I'm sure big things will come from it.
So what kind of progress is happening? What's going to be happening with the tracks, and what kind of resets are we going to see?
Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll just wait for iRacing to see what we got in this new build at Lernerville. Maybe a little update to the sprint cars. I heard that'll stop not slicking up the straightaways, but ruts are still there. Be ready for ruts at Lernerville on the straightaways, because I heard those are still the goddamn same.
Anyhow, exciting things to come. Congratulations on 3rd tonight. We'll let you get out of here. Sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah. Just want to say how fun wing sprint cars are. And, shout out to all the guys at Slick, Wicked Energy Gum, Napa Auto Parts, and Ultimate Dirt TV, and especially Brett Wheeler. That's Pace Syndicate Street Stock Champion Brett Wheeler. You only talk about a car that's
and
hang
on, and 360 sprint car champion.
Oh, and 3. Oh man.
Yeah.
Well,
Look, sweet. Just
congrats, man. I'm great.
Yeah, but this isn't about me. This is about you, buddy.
Nah, that's about me.
Get out of here, fool. All right. Well, he's had enough time. We're going to chat to our winner for the overall season, driving car number 7. It's been a very good season for this driver, but he comes away as the new 2019 Season 7 410 World of Thunder and a DirtFan.com Sprint Car Champion, Hayden Cardwell. You finished 7th here tonight. You were up near the top 3 in a mistake on a restart, and you win the championship by 15 points. Talk about your night, and then talk us through the season.
Oh yeah, tonight I kind of missed the setup a little bit. It was just kind of free all the way around the racetrack, and we got up to 2nd there, just running the bottom, and really don't know how we did that. I think I got lucky with them giving me the spot over Kendall there, and then like you said on that last restart, I had a good run on Kendall, and I should have just let out, and I tried to go lower and lower, and ended up just clocking a tire, and I thought to myself, oh, great, there goes the championship. So we had to get up on the wheel and pass a couple cars, but it's been a great season with World of Thunder and Ultimate Dirt TV broadcasts and all the races. We've had a great season this year. I think we won like 3 races or 2 races, something like that. I know we got the 2 at Lanier. I don't know how many other ones we won, but to come out here and have success in a sprint car is really shocking to me. But glad we could race with all these good guys out here, and hopefully we can have something built together for upcoming Pro Series qualifier.
Well, I can tell you throughout the season you've had 3 wins, 1 second, a fourth, 2 sevenths, and an 18th. To have 7 races inside the top 10, 4 of those races, make that 5 of those races inside the top 5. Other than that Volusia race where you finished 18th, but I mean even then you showed phenomenal speed. Had you not sort of stood on your little chicken schnitzel there, that could have been. I mean, the lead could have even been bigger, and the results just could have been a little bit more. But man, I tell you, hats off to you and a great season. Congratulations on the championship, buddy.
Oh yeah, thank you. I just gotta thank a couple people real quick. Can't thank Super Millen for all he does. Ultimate Dirt TV for coming aboard too. You Brett, can't thank you enough. Dustin Hall with this rap and stuff, and we got bigger things to come, and hopefully we'll be able to come out and just have some fun.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner for Season 7, 2019, driving car number 7, Hayden Cardwell. He is your World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com 410 Sprint Car champion. It's you think of the name of Cardwell, you generally think of late models, UMPs. He has just had a phenomenal season, Tommy.
Yeah, I think of the name Cardwell, I think of dirt now. Any time I saw Hayden run anything, he was up front and doing that Cardwell line. It was impressive, and I look forward to seeing what he can do in the future. I was going to ask him a question, but you threw him out too fast.
Oh, okay.
Ask him if the champion had a favorite podcast or anything.
Hang on. Let's bring him back in. Hayden, sorry to bring you back in, buddy, but we've got one more. Well, Tommy's got one question for you.
So now that you're a champion of a series here and everything, does the champion have a favorite podcast he likes to listen to Sunday mornings at all? That's not the right answer.
Checkers and wreckers, guys.
Hey, there you go. So that's right. I was trying to get a good little audio clip for it, but that's not going to work. So we'll try that again maybe next season with another.
I just stuttered, guys.
Fair enough.
Tyler Hargrove had me stumbling there.
had a tickle in your throat.
Well, remember you are underage, so don't celebrate too hard tonight. Save it for when you're 21. You can bottle it all up then.
You've got about 5 years to go, haven't you?
Probably more than that.
All right, let's get him out of here. Let's wrap this show up. It's been it's been a long night. Tommy, again, thank you so very much for not only tonight, but of course the past 5 or 6 weeks you've jumped in the booth for the UMPs and the Sprint Cars. It's been a phenomenal help, so I can't thank you enough for that one. And one more time before we shut the stream off here, where can people find Checkers and Wreckers?
www.bwsports1 is the numeric.com, www.bwsports1.com, or search in the Facebook search bar for Checkers and Wreckers and check us out there.
All right. What? That didn't come over here. Your one did, though. All right, again, want to give a shout-out to the World of Thunder Racing League for putting on these events every Sunday night. Of course, they've got their championship finale for the Pro Late Models tomorrow night, broadcasted live by Joe White at OSRN, Online Sim Racing Network. He'll be live. I believe he goes to YouTube. Have to confirm with him, but check him out, OSRN or OSR Network on YouTube as well. Wednesday night they will, I'm not sure their street stock season is over or not, but World of Thunder did run on a Wednesday night as well. For us, our next broadcast is Tuesday for TeamVLR.com. Their 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, 40 drivers invited to that one. We generally have up to, say, 30 to 35 people signing up every week. So again, we'll be live from, I think it's about 8 Eastern on that one. Round number 5 of 7, so 3 weeks left in the series. And I think there'll be 3 broadcasts left for the year for us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. As I said earlier on during the show, we're going to be doing some live streams, Street Stocks Week 13. They start tomorrow, and can't wait for that one. I think the first track they go to is Charlotte, so we'll have some live streams up of that one. But a big shout out to our own sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, JR Productions and Media, iRacing iFlags, Black Diamond Motorsports, and Monsters of Dirt. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell. Thank you so very much for your time throughout the year, and we hope to see you in the live streams over the next couple of weeks. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Checkers and Wreckers crew, and on behalf of Tommy Boy and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell and good night.